Hi guys, I just saw Queen Beauty and Andrea's Choice tag for this, and I thought this was a really cool tag, so I think I'm gonna give it a go. And this is the imperfection tag, by the way, and I think it's a pretty cool tag because sometimes you just want to gripe about these things. So I had like a long day at work, so I'm sure it'll be like nice to talk about these today. All right, the first thing that I've always had issues and have been at odds with myself is my nose. I was like made fun of when I was younger for having like a fat like clown tomato nose. Like when I was little, like they just said it was like a huge nose, and like they would literally like people would poke me in the nose because they just thought it was like so big and it was like a honker. And then I know I have this one cousin who calls it like the epic tomato because he thinks he's clever. He just thinks it's like so huge. And then I've had some people tell me, oh, it's like, there was an ant on my wall, sorry. Oh, it's so cute. It's just like the cute little Asian nose. I love your nose. Like, it's so cute. You don't have that little like huge bump like I do, like I would give to have whatever a normal nose is. But I really wouldn't change it. I'm really used to it now and it doesn't really bother me. And the people that do matter don't care. But it's always just this thing. I feel like I have a really big head and face and I have really teeny features on it, but this thing just like, so yeah. Second thing I can't stand is my teeth. I wish I had braces when I was younger. I really, really wish I had braces because I have gaps around here, and especially this one in the middle. But the thing is, my mom's teeth are perfectly straight everywhere, but she has this really big gap here, and she never got it fixed. But I think my gap's unique. I kind of like that part, but other than this stuff, I hate it. I can't stand it. And from kickboxing and stuff, I have a lot of chips and things like that, and I really want to get those fixed, but it costs a lot of money. And last thing I can't stand about myself is my manliness at times, and that's like the moment I start working out, it'll literally only take probably a week and a half for me to start showing a big gain in muscle. This was really noticeable for me in high school. I was going to say high school, what's that? In high school when I cheered, especially if, like when you'd be putting a girl in a stunt and you like go to extension, I always thought I had the worst like man arms, or I would hate like squatting to like lift a girl up because like my quads would like jet out. And I hate that I have like a low voice and I sound like a boy, and my man shoulders, I don't know, I just think I'm like really manly sometimes and it really bugs me. But was that 3 things? Yeah. Okay, so those are the 3 things I can't stand. The 3 things that I like are, I'm trying to get like the things that I know I'm going to babble about out of the way. These don't have to be on us, do they? Just things we like about ourselves? Okay, I like that I'm a very passionate person, and by that I mean the moment I find something that interests me, that I like, I wouldn't say I obsess, well sometimes I do, I wouldn't necessarily I can't talk. I would not necessarily say I obsess, but I put a lot of heart into everything. For example, YouTube. My friend and I had been watching it for a really long time, and Katie, Beauty Budget 88 actually, and when I found out that she made her first video, I was literally so proud of her. I was so excited, and I was like, you know what? She can do it. I can go do it. And now I really do, when I try, I make an effort to like, I know I don't make things often, but when I do, I really put a lot of effort into them. And I've really got interested in editing and stuff, so when I do make one, I do take the time to do it. Or makeup and fashion. I honestly used to not think much of it about until last year, and now I kind of see both of them as like an art. So it's when I practice and get better in mixing pieces or trying new colors, like things like that. I really put a lot of effort into that. Same with like, I'm such a snob about my music taste. When I find new music, I will go to the ends of the earth to make the perfect playlist, gather my discographies, things like that. Or even when I do things for other people, like gifts, I've always been that girl, like I loved making collages with pictures for people. That was one of my favorite things to do. Or like, in middle school and the beginning of high school, I would literally just make like a bunch of cards, like handmade with people's names on it. Like literally just like acts of kindness and things like that. I get really into them and I will like become that like craft weirdo. But I don't know. So I guess I just really like how I put a lot of effort into things and I do work hard for things that interest me and things that I think are special. 2, okay, this is like physical now. I really like my hair, actually. I really like how it's everyone, I remember ninth grade, people were like, because I had this really long straight hair, like down to here. I don't know if you can see that, below the boobs. And it was just like really long and straight, and like everyone was like, oh my god, you have that awesome Asian hair. There was like this creepy kid that would literally be walking behind me in the hallway and just like touch it, and I was like, don't do that. Anyway, but it wasn't really until recently, maybe like a year or 2 ago, that I realized like I'm really lucky because I have really thick hair. It grows like a weed. I can do so much with it, like pin straight or really big and curly. And some people's hair like just doesn't hold or is flat and not thick, and like, I don't know, this is coming from the girl who's really sensitive and scared about her hair and does one thing a year, but I've just recently started to appreciate how like strong and, oops, and I just like, well, it kind of looks like crap now because this is coming out, but, and the last thing that I like about myself, I can do this. I had like another thing, it was on me. Oh, is my butt. Yeah. So, I have like a huge, like, it's literally like big, perfectly round, and it's just like two, like, my friend Taylor would call it like pumpkins. My mom would just like say just like this huge ass, verbatim, yes, that's what she would say. Like, we had this thing, like, since I was little, she would just, when every time she'd hug me, she would just be like, oh, drop the hand and take like a big old handful squeeze. It's just her thing. I've always loved my butt, and like sometimes I feel like it's taking over the planet and it's just like too big, but then some people are like, oh, I wish I had your butt and da 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 da. And I've really grown to love it. Like, I think that's probably one of the only things that I will always like about myself, and I hope it doesn't get all like icky, cellulite-y and saggy when I'm older. God, I really hope it doesn't. That's why I'll probably do more squats every day. But anyway, so that is the imperfection tag. It's the 3 things you don't like about yourself and the 3 things you do. And yeah, I'll tag some people or everybody, I don't know. But I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Wake up, young dragon, let's go get compromised.